Arthritis is a term frequently utilized to explain any condition that impacts the joints. Common symptoms encompass joint discomfort and inflexibility. Additional signs might encompass redness, warmth, swelling, and a reduced range of motion in the impacted joints. Some varieties of arthritis can also influence other body organs. There exist more than 100 types of arthritis, wherein osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis stand as the most prevalent. Osteoarthritis is associated with age and the wearing down of joints due to usage. Rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune ailment. Essentially, arthritis pertains to joint inflammation. In osteoarthritis, the cartilage which serves as a cushion between bones deteriorates, leading to discomfort, swelling, and rigidity. In rheumatoid arthritis, the immune system of the body assaults the joint capsule's lining, a robust membrane enveloping all the joint components. This casing becomes inflamed and swollen over time. The inflammation can harm the cartilage and bone within the joint. There are more than 100 types of arthritis. The main types are osteoarthritis, a degenerative joint condition that generally accompanies aging and predominantly affects the fingers, knees, and hips, and rheumatoid arthritis, an autoimmune ailment that often influences the hands and feet. Other types include gout, a result of uric acid crystal accumulation in the joints causing inflammation; lupus, a common collagen vascular disorder that can manifest with severe arthritis; fibromyalgia, a condition characterized by widespread musculoskeletal pain; and septic arthritis, an inflamed joint disorder prompted by bacterial infection. Unfortunately, there is no established remedy for arthritis. Treatment choices vary depending on the type of arthritis and can encompass physical therapy, exercise, orthopedic bracing, medication, and crucially, diet. Here are the 7 worst foods for arthritis. Number 1. Added sugars. Added sugars refer to sugars and syrups included in foods and drinks during their processing or preparation. They differ from sugars naturally found in fruits, vegetables, and dairy. Typical sources of added sugars are soft drinks, candies, baked goods, and numerous processed foods. Consuming excessive added sugar can lead to several factors that could exacerbate arthritis. Inflammation is one such factor. Excessive sugar consumption can trigger heightened inflammation in our bodies. Inflammation is like the body's reaction to something harmful, such as an injury or infection, but excessive inflammation can negatively impact our joints and worsen arthritis pain. Weight gain is another consequence of indulging in sugary edibles and beverages. These items are frequently rich in calories. Overindulgence in these items can result in weight gain. Excess weight places additional pressure on our joints, particularly those in the legs, hips, and spine. This can intensify arthritis pain and discomfort. Joint damage is also a concern. Some research indicates that excessive sugar intake might influence the proteins responsible for maintaining the strength of our joints. When these proteins become impaired, it can weaken our joints and make them more susceptible to arthritis. Insulin resistance is another issue that can arise from consuming too much sugar. Insulin is a hormone that regulates blood sugar levels. When our body becomes resistant to insulin, it can trigger more inflammation and other issues that might contribute to arthritis. Number 2. High-salt food. High-salt foods are those containing a considerable amount of salt or sodium. Salt is frequently used to enrich taste and preserve edibles. Nonetheless, consuming excessive salt can have adverse impacts on our well-being, including potential effects on arthritis. Let's explore how high-salt foods can influence arthritis inflammation. A high intake of salt can lead to body inflammation. Inflammation is the body's response to injury or harmful stimuli, and in individuals with arthritis, joint inflammation significantly contributes to pain and rigidity. Consuming too much salt can trigger the release of specific immune cells that encourage inflammation, intensifying arthritis symptoms and amplifying discomfort. Certain types of arthritis, like rheumatoid arthritis, are autoimmune disorders. This implies that the immune system erroneously attacks healthy tissues, including joints. Increased salt intake might worsen this immune reaction, intensifying symptoms of autoimmune arthritis. Calcium balance is another concern. Excess salt can disrupt the body's calcium equilibrium. Calcium is crucial for maintaining sturdy bones and averting bone loss. For people with arthritis, preserving bone health is vital to prevent further joint issues. High salt consumption can lead to increased calcium expulsion through urine, potentially weakening bones over time. Blood pressure is another area of concern. Consuming too much salt is a well-recognized contributor to high blood pressure or hypertension. Hypertension not only raises the risk of heart disease, but can also impact arthritis. Elevated blood pressure could heighten stress on joints, worsening the pain associated with arthritis. Number 3. Nightshades comprise a group of plants belonging to the Solanaceae family. Certain individuals speculate that particular compounds present in nightshades might intensify arthritis symptoms, particularly for those with inflammatory forms of arthritis. However, scientific evidence supporting this link is not firmly established and varies from person to person. Nightshade vegetables include examples like tomatoes, potatoes, eggplants, and peppers. The scientific concept underlying the potential association between nightshades and arthritis revolves around a set of compounds known as alkaloids. One specific alkaloid discovered in nightshades is named solmine. Some people believe that solmine and other alkaloids could contribute to inflammation and joint discomfort in specific individuals. Now, let's delve into how this could impact arthritis. Alkaloids and inflammation. Alkaloids present in nightshades could potentially interact with the immune system, triggering inflammation in some individuals. Conditions of inflammatory arthritis, like rheumatoid arthritis, are marked by an overly active immune response, causing joint inflammation and pain. Proponents of the nightshade arthritis link proposed that alkaloids might exacerbate this sensitivity to inflammation. Number 4. Alcohol. Experts unanimously agree that excessive alcohol consumption raises inflammation and health risks. Consuming too much alcohol can trigger increased inflammation in your body, and this additional inflammation could worsen your arthritis pain. Alcohol can also induce thirst and result in dehydration, meaning your body lacks adequate water. Dehydration can amplify joint stiffness and discomfort, particularly if you are already dealing with arthritis. If you're using medications to manage your arthritis, alcohol might interfere with their effectiveness. This interference can impact how well your arthritis is controlled and how you feel. Consuming excessive alcohol can also impact your bones, which isn't beneficial for arthritis. Arthritis can already undermine bone strength, and alcohol can exacerbate this issue, rendering your bones more fragile. Number 5. Foods high in purines. When you consume foods rich in purines, your body breaks down these purines into uric acid. Some examples of purine-rich foods include organ meats like liver and kidneys, certain seafood such as anchovies, sardines, and mackerel, as well as red meat and game meats like venison. Certain vegetables like spinach, asparagus, and cauliflower contain moderate levels of purines. Usually, the body eliminates excess uric acid through the kidneys without issues. However, in some cases, the body might generate too much uric acid or struggle to eliminate it effectively. Elevated levels of uric acid in the blood can result in the formation of crystals that can accumulate in your joints, leading to inflammation and pain. This condition is referred to as gout, a type of arthritis. Number 6. Grilled meat. When we grill meat, it can produce a substantial amount of advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These compounds can enter our bodies when we consume the meat. Similarly, fried foods like French fries, chicken nuggets, and others contain elevated AGE levels due to the frying process. Processed foods such as cookies, cakes, and sugary snacks can also lead to increased age formation within our bodies. For individuals with arthritis, AGs can pose difficulties as they can contribute to heightened stiffness and pain in our joints. This is because AGs reduce the flexibility of the tissues in our joints. Number 7. Red meat. Arthritis is often marked by inflammation, a situation where the body's immune system reacts against its own tissues, causing pain and swelling. Red meat contains substances that can trigger inflammation. Among them is arachidonic acid, a precursor to molecules that promote inflammation, called prostaglandins. Consuming red meat can raise arachidonic acid levels, potentially intensifying the inflammatory reactions linked with arthritis. Red meat also contains substantial quantities of omega-6 fatty acids, which are essential for the body but require balance with omega-3 fatty acids. An uneven ratio between these fatty acids can spur inflammation. Consuming too much red meat can disturb the healthy balance, potentially exacerbating inflammation connected to arthritis. We have talked about what not to eat. Now, let's talk about the foods we can eat or should eat if we have arthritis. Anti-inflammatory fats. These are good fats that can help fight inflammation. They are found in things like olive oil, avocado oil, and oils from nuts and seeds. Fishy fats. Oily fish like salmon, sardines, and herring contain special fats called omega-3 fatty acids. These fats are like superheroes that can fight inflammation. It's recommended to eat these fish at least 2 times a week. If you're not into fish, you can also get omega-3s from walnuts, flax seeds, and their oils. Fruits and vegetables. Eating lots of plant-based foods like fruits and veggies can help make arthritis symptoms better. These foods are like superheroes because they fight inflammation in your body and avoid things that might make your arthritis worse. Some specific fruits and veggies that can be really good for arthritis are onions, garlic, and leeks. These have a special thing called quercetin that fights inflammation. Ginger has potent anti-inflammatory properties, making it helpful in reducing pain associated with arthritis.